Mother stabbed to death at Virginia bus stop by illegal immigrant with over 30 prior arrests. A mother was just stabbed to death, unprovoked, at a Virginia bus stop by an illegal immigrant. And this illegal immigrant had over 30 prior arrests, but he was allowed to roam the streets. Stephen Miller said this: if an illegal alien lives in a sanctuary jurisdiction, they will be allowed by Democrat leaders to commit infinity crimes. Oh, I got some spam in the comments. Yeah. So here, I won't read the whole article, but the New York Post says this: mother stabbed to death at Virginia bus stop by illegal immigrant with over 30 prior arrests. A mother was stabbed to death at a Virginia bus stop by an illegal immigrant with dozens of prior arrests, including for rape and assault, according to authorities. Stephanie Minter, 41, was fatally stabbed, allegedly, by Abdul Jallo, a Sierra Leone national, at a bus stop on Richmond Highway in Fairfax County last Monday, according to Fairfax County Police and the Department of Homeland Security. Minter of Fredericksburg was found in the bus stop shelter with multiple stab wounds to her upper body. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Police identified Jallo, 32, as the suspect in her killing after surveillance footage and interviews revealed he was the last person seen with Minter and had exited a bus with her. He was arrested Tuesday after a person recognized him entering a business and charged with second-degree murder as well as petite larceny for an alleged crime that happened earlier in the day. So he entered the U.S. illegally in 2012 and had an ICE detainer lodged against him in 2020 with the judge. Look at this, chat. With the judge granting him a final order of removal to a country other than Sierra Leone. A federal judge ruled on Wednesday that the DHS policy to remove immigrants to third countries that are not their own without giving them notice or an opportunity to appeal the decision is unlawful. So he wasn't deported. He couldn't be deported. But the accused killer has been arrested more than 30 times for a laundry list of offenses, including rape, malicious wounding, assault, drug possession, identity theft, trespassing, larceny, firing a weapon, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and pickpocketing. He roamed free. He roamed free even though he's a rapist. A rapist, an assaulter, a drug addict, someone who terrorizes people. This guy has been in this country for 13 years. Over 13 years, this scumbag was in America, roaming around, terrorizing people, raping people, hurting people, assaulting people. How is he still allowed to be in this country? Cat, like this is what infuriates me. I say this like I'm really trying to be self-controlled right now, but this is super, super horrifying. This is atrocious. This is barbaric behavior that should not be tolerated whatsoever in a Christian country or in any nation, quite frankly. But this, just because of his status as an illegal immigrant, Democrats protect him. These woke judges release him. He's allowed to roam free, although he is someone who rapes people, who assaults people, who terrorizes people, brutalizes them. The worst of the worst. Someone who should be locked up in jail forever, if not, at the very least, deported. And it would not be unjust to have the death penalty for someone like this. But he was allowed to roam free, even though he had 30 prior arrests. And these are not minor arrests. These are not demeanors. They are huge crimes. Where are the feminists? Where are the feminists who constantly say, oh, men are raping us? Where are they? Like, they're nowhere to be found. And then it results in leaving this guy to roam around America, live in America for over 13 years, results in him stabbing a mother to death. Minter was described in her obituary as a happy, jolly individual filled with love and adoration for her loved ones, a beam of light in dark places. Stephanie was sorely and dearly missed, with the world missing out on the beam of light we came to know so well. Though she has taken new wings, the beauty she brought into this world remains forever in our hearts. Minter is survived by her son, mother, 3 brothers, grandmother, and numerous other nieces, nephews, and friends. Unbelievable. And so the Deputy Assistant Secretary Lauren Biss said in a statement, "We are calling on Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger and Virginia sanctuary politicians to commit to not releasing this murderer and violent career criminal from their jail without notifying ICE. This illegal alien's murder of an innocent, beautiful American woman came less than 24 hours before Governor Spanberger's demonization of ICE law enforcement. This heinous criminal is a perfect example of why we need cooperation from sanctuary jurisdictions and the importance of third country removals for the safety of the American people." And so Virginia Governor Spanberger faces blowback after releasing illegal immigrant who stabbed woman to death. So here's the thing. Look at this chat. Fairfax County Commonwealth's attorney, Steve Descano, most recently dropped violent charges against the alleged perpetrator. They dropped charges. They just let him roam free. The same things. In 2024, a 31-year-old Dennis Humberto, an illegal immigrant, was arrested for many crimes, but he was released into the community repeatedly. He went on to allegedly rape a woman on a trail in Fairfax County. Guys, like, this is evil. Like, this is evil. Matt Walsh said this is infuriating. How's an illegal immigrant not automatically deported after one charge? But 40? We are sacrificing American lives for the sake of coddling the most depraved, useless dirtbags on the planet. Outrageous, grotesque. So local ABC affiliate reports that an illegal immigrant from Sierra Leone who murdered a woman at a bus stop had over 40 previous charges. So it's not 30, but 40. But Fairfax County prosecutor Steve Descano dropped the charges in almost all of those cases. Guys, like, think about how incredibly insane that is. Think about how incredibly insane that is. Just because he was an illegal immigrant, he shouldn't even be in this country in the first place, but because of his protected status as an illegal immigrant, all of his violent crimes, his rape, his assault, oh yeah, you're fine. Go ahead. You're free to go. Guys, we can't live in a country like this. This is so unjust. This is evil. This is really depraved.
A woman was killed at a Fairfax County bus stop. We're learning the man charged in her murder is in the U.S. illegally. His name is Abdul Jallo from Sierra Leone, according to the Department of Homeland Security. I'm at the Fairfax County Courthouse where I discovered this man has a lengthy criminal history, more than 40 charges in the past, ranging from stabbings to malicious wounding.
Stabbings, dude. This guy has not only beat up people, but stabbed people in the past, too.
And much more. And almost every case, Fairfax County Commonwealth's attorney Steve Descano dropped charges against this man. Only secured one conviction in the past. He served very little time. He was let back out into the community, where then he allegedly stabbed this woman of Fredericksburg. Now, this woman's family is heartbroken. According to an obituary, her family describes this woman, Stephanie Minter, as a jolly, happy individual, a light in dark places. And tonight, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security is calling on Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger and Fairfax County officials to hand this man over to ICE so they can deport him.
No, actually, I don't want him deported. I want him executed. And that's not me being bloodthirsty. That's me saying, hey, the law of God requires this to be the just punishment if you murder someone. But not only if you murder, this man has stabbed, brutalized, wounded, raped multiple people in the past. This guy is someone who, for the very least, at the very least, belongs behind bars or belongs and should be deported. But the biblical just commandment for someone like this is death penalty. It is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. DC Drano said this is so deeply evil. CIA agent Abigail Spanberger signing an executive order saying Virginia police could no longer work with ICE. Weeks later, an illegal alien with 30 prior arrests stabbed an American woman to death. This used to destroy people's political careers. It should again. And here, Kevin Sorbo said this. I mean, this is just another one. Like, a dad dies of grief after daughter, 12, raped and beheaded by illegal immigrant. It's just, like, there's no outrage. Like, there's no outrage. And I don't mean to rage bait. I don't like selling outrage porn. But the thing is, chat, this is such evil. Such evil that somehow, and for some reason, we allow vast swaths of people, huge hordes of migrants from the third world, who literally, by definition of the feminists, have rape cultures. They come in, they flood into America, into the West, and they start harming, they start killing, they start raping, murdering our children, our women. We don't have to live like this. Where's the outrage? Where is the outrage? Where are the Democrats? Where are the liberals? Where are the celebrities? Where are the influencers? Where are the actors? Where are you when innocent women, innocent children, young girls are being brutalized, beheaded, raped, stabbed, killed? Where are you? Nowhere. Nowhere. But then when leftist extremist radicals and anarchists go out and get themselves killed by obstructing law enforcement and attacking law enforcement, oh, then you mourn for them? When a black criminal gets shot by police by resisting arrest and terrorizing people around him, that's when you cry? When a black person is on death row after he brutally raped or murdered someone or multiple people, that's when you have outrage? I really can't, chat. I really cannot. I am at a loss for words for the kind of evil that is not only excused but justified by leftists, and all the evil that completely goes ignored. And what really pisses me off, what really enrages me, are these sanctimonious Christians who beat their chest about how much they love the Lord. They care and love for their neighbor. They'll shed tears for illegal migrants like this, killing, going around, shooting people, killing people, stabbing mothers, beheading little young girls, raping girls. They will cry for these kind of people. They will shed tears, record themselves shedding tears, post it on the internet for the most depraved, disgusting people. But then these victims, for these young girls, these women who are killed, who are raped, not a single word. And not only not a single word, they don't feel anything. Not even an ounce of sorrow, of grief, of mourning. Oh, but they had the capacity to mourn the death of someone insane and psychotic, like Renee Good, who tried to run over an ICE officer. That's so tragic. That's so tragic. But Stephanie Minter, who was stabbed to death by an illegal immigrant who was here for 13 years with over 40 prior arrests, including rape, assault, stabbings, and he was just let loose by the Fairfax attorney. Nothing to say. Nothing to say. They don't care. And even if you shove it in their faces, tell them, hey, look at this story. Do you not feel any sorrow? Where is your empathy? Where's your compassion for this mourning family, for this mother who was brutalized, who shouldn't have been brutalized? Crime happens all the time. Like, this is such evil, chat. This is what the Bible says when it says to not conform to the patterns of this world, but renew your mind. And by renewing your mind, you may be able to discern and test what God's will is. This is not the will of God. This is so against biblical justice and what God wants for America and for Americans. They're absolute psychos. Absolute psychos. We can't live like this, Chad. We can't. I just, like, we got to get all these people out. We have to. There's it is unbelievable. We don't have to live like this. I don't want to live like this. I don't want to continue to live like this.